I say that, what thought it provokes in your mind? क्या लगता है आपको human potential के बारे में? What are your thoughts on it? Can you please share your thoughts?
Yes sir, ऐसे human में immense potential है, उसको
Right.
exploit करने की जरूरत है in a positive way, and वो like it's a dormant seed can be turned into any beautiful tree, plant, flower, anything. So we all have potential. We just need to channel that.
Absolutely. In fact, हमारे में इतना potential है कि हमें खुद ही पता नहीं कि कितना potential है. We can do enormous things. बहुत सारी चीजें हम कर सकते हैं, और लेकिन usually क्या होता है कि हम अपने आप को कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा feel करते हैं कि after some time कि इतना कर लिया, अब इससे ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता, right? So लेकिन potential है, वो कहते हैं एक research के अनुसार we have एक tentative बात बता रहा हूँ ये, we have 8 times more potential in us what we think. जो हम सोचते हैं उससे 8 गुना या 10 गुना ज्यादा पोटेंशियल है हमारे में उस काम को करने के लिए या अपने पोटेंशियल को एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए. तो आज हम देखेंगे कि हम अपने पोटेंशियल को कैसे एक्सप्लोर करते हैं, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल मीन, राइट, एंड व्हाट आर द थ्योरीज बिहाइंड इट, और हम अपना बेस्ट पोटेंशियल, अपने पोटेंशियल को अनलॉक कैसे कर सकते हैं, right? So we will go into those aspects of human potential, and we'll touch upon certain things, and then we'll try and end this with a kind of a meditation. We'll try to do that so that we are more aware of ourselves. So basically we'll work on our outer world as well as our inner world. So दोनों तरफ से काम करने की कोशिश करेंगे. All right. So are you aligned with me?
Yes.
Okay, good to hear people. I always like people to interact. Okay, very good. All right, so I'm sharing my screen, and let me share it. Is my screen visible to you?
No.
Okay, just give me a moment. Now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So explore human potential. So first of all, we need to find out, जब हम बात करते हैं ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल की, तो फर्स्ट वी विल टॉक अबाउट कि क्या ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल नहीं, व्हाट इज नॉट ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल. सो इन ऑर्डर टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल, वी विल फर्स्ट लुक इनटू व्हाट इज नॉट द ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल. So let's look into this one by one, and then we'll elaborate further on this. धीरे धीरे इस पे बात करेंगे. All right, we are 10 people out here. All right. So what is not human potential? So सबसे पहला है कि to understand human potential, as I said, we need to understand what is not human potential. What is not the human potential? Okay, so what does it say? It is not a corporate training program or the continuous education, continuing education, whatever you call it, right? It's not a kind of a training program. It is not, it doesn't come overnight. It not happen overnight, right? So you can't buy a book. You can't buy a book or listen to the right podcast to ensure that कि आपका वो transformation हो गया. Although these things, जब आप किताबें पढ़ते हैं, podcast सुनते हैं, YouTube में सुनते हैं, और whatever way you do to explore your potential कि ये ऐसा करने से मेरा potential बढ़ेगा, all these things can be helpful, right? To kickstart your journey of self-actualization, right? But it will not happen only like that, right? But because we need to work on our outer self and inner self both, right? So you simply cannot buy a book or listen to the right podcast to ensure your transformation. Although these things can be helpful in your journey or kickstart your journey of self-actualization. So अगर हम ये कह रहे हैं कि these are not the human potential, तो human potential है क्या? तो अब उसके बारे में जानते हैं कि ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल क्या है. ऑल राइट, सो व्हाट इज ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल? ओके, व्हाट इट सेज, human potential is an innate ability of every person to live and perform in alignment with their higher self. It is a combination, as I've been telling you since beginning, it's a combination of both outer and inner work. So human potential is an ability of a person to live and perform in the alignment of the higher self. वो अपने आप को क्या उसका जो higher self है उस alignment में अगर वो perform करता है वो या वो रहता है तो that is his human potential, that is his potential, that is his ability to perform or live in that kind of a higher self, right? Human potential is a unique journey in the sense that both journey and the goal are the point. So journey is also important and the goal is also important. So human potential is a unique journey. It's a kind of a journey. It can be a different journey for different people, right? So different people have different potential, right? Human potential is a unique journey in the sense that both the journey and the goals are the point. The main focal point is your journey also and the goal also. All right. So in simpler words, what we can say is there is nothing to get to or accomplish, but the goal is to live in a way that is consistent with the best version of yourself. When you are achieving or when you achieve your best version, right, that is your potential, that is the human potential you want to tap, right? So in simpler words, or in other words, there is nothing to get to or accomplish. The goal is to live in the way that would be consistent every time, doing consistently with the to become best version of yourself, and you yourself are proud every day by becoming that version, right? That is your potential. So every day you are improving, you are becoming best version of yourself. And when you are working on yourself, inner and out, both, then you are trying or you are way to exploring your best of the potential what you have, right? So this is what human potential is all about. And now we'll see that how a theory works on it. Now, what is that theory? You must have heard Maslow. Anybody heard Maslow theory? Anybody can unmute. Have you heard of the name called Maslow?
Yes, it is about the necessities of a human being, right?
All right.
Food, shelter, clothing, the necessities. Yes. It's like a pyramid.
Yes, exactly. All right. So the human potential was first researched by Maslow itself, Maslow himself, right? So what does the Maslow theory says? Abraham Maslow is considered to be father of human potential and self-actualization research, right? In his well-known hierarchy of needs, right now somebody told, I think Mansi was answering, right? So in his well-known hierarchy of needs, he emphasized all human beings strive towards self-actualization, right? But we are unable to move forward to our higher self. पिछली साइड में मैंने हायर सेल्फ की बात की थी, बी और बेस्ट वर्जन की बात की थी, बट हम यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि वी आर नॉट एबल टू मूव टुवर्ड्स आवर हायर सेल्फ इफ सर्टेन फाउंडेशनल नीड्स आर नॉट मेट. सो द बेसिक नीड्स अगर नहीं मीट होती हैं तो आप अपने पोटेंशियल को एक्सप्लोर नहीं करते, अपने बेस्ट पोटेंशियल को नहीं एक्सप्लोर कर पाते, वहां तक नहीं पहुंच पाते. सो दैट इज मैस्लो थ्योरी. What are those needs? Let's find out what are those needs, right? So वो कौन सी ऐसी needs हैं, वो कौन सी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो मास्लो कहता है कि जब तक वो मीट नहीं होगी तब तक आप जो है अपने ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल को, अपने पोटेंशियल को, अपने बेस्ट पोटेंशियल को, बेस्ट वर्जन नहीं बन सकते आप. What are those needs? Let's find out. These include our safety, security, and connections with others. तो मैस्लो क्या कहता है, मैस्लो थ्योरी का एक ये मैस्लो का मैंने वो ये लिया है कि आपकी कौन सी नीड्स हैं, फिजियोलॉजिकल, सेफ्टी, लव एंड बिलोंगिंग, एस्टीम, सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन। सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन आता है जब आपकी ये सारी नीड्स जो है वो कंप्लीट हो जाती है। बट वंस you feel supported, connected physically and physiologically, psychologically also, right? We are able to take risk. We are able to take risk, and it is the only way for us to reach our full potential. तो जो यहाँ पे मैस्लो कह रहा है कि जब तक आपकी बेसिक नीड्स पूरी नहीं होंगी तब तक आपकी नीड्स जैसे कि फूड, वाटर, वार्मथ, रेस्ट, योर सेफ्टी नीड्स, सिक्योरिटी नीड्स, your intimate relationship needs, friendships, connection with others, or your self-esteem like prestige and feeling of accomplishment, जब तक ये needs जो है ये hierarchy है, तो ये जैसे जैसे आपकी needs पूरी होती जाएंगी, complete होती जाएंगी, तो आप अपने self actualization mode में आ जाओगे, and when you become that self actualization mode, then you can achieve your full potential, and that includes your creative activities also. So that is how the hierarchy of Maslow's hierarchy of needs is the fundamental theory in terms of identifying or exploring human needs. So whenever we talk about potential, so we need to take care of these particular needs. We need to go back to the Maslow theory, जो 1960 के आसपास इसको evolve किया गया था. And if we go on to that, then we are able to get awareness कि हमको self actualization पे कैसे पहुंचना है, and what are the steps we need to do that, we need to accomplish that, right? So this is a Maslow theory. Human potential exploration is based entirely on that, right? So ये theory अगर अपने को समझ में आ जाती है तो it is easy for us to tap our potential. Now what it says further, there is a human potential movement. Human potential movement 1960 में जब मैंने आपको अभी बताया कि रिसर्च हुआ था, मैस्लो ने रिसर्च किया था, तो एक मैस्लो के रिसर्च के हिसाब से his findings were, उसने क्या फाइंड आउट किया, his finding emphasized the importance of self actualization, जैसे अभी मैंने बताया, exploring what it meant and how to achieve it, right? There has to be a certain behaviors and there are certain mindsets. We talk about mindsets a lot these days, right? तो वो कहाँ से थ्योरी आ रही है, ये based on certain research ही आ रही है. तो there are certain behaviors, आपका mindset की जो हम कहते हैं ना growth mindset और fixed mindset की हम बात करते हैं, right? Which is also very important in terms of tapping our potential, right? So certain behaviors and mindsets were critical to human development, right? So the human potential movement emphasizes that people have an ideal self, right? We all have an image. हम सब हमारे पास एक image है जो हमारा कोई role model हो सकता है, right? We all have an image of who it is that we want to be. हम ये बनना चाहते हैं, इसकी तरह बनना चाहते हैं, right? So in order to live our best life, हम उसको identify करते हैं, उसको imagine करते हैं, उसकी imaging करते हैं, right? In order to live our best life, we must live and act in a way that we feel is aligned with that image, right? And that is how your human potential movement जो है ये define हुआ था. और लोग जो है अपने रोल मॉडल, अपने जो एक व्हाट डू यू कॉल जो इमेज बनाते हैं अपने की, मेरे को ये बनना है, मेरे को इस तरह से बनना है, राइट? दैट इज हाउ ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल डेवलप्स. That doesn't mean that we necessarily cross everything off out of our to-do list, or that we think we are perfect. It simply means that we live in alignment. I talked about alignment in the beginning, right? It means that we live in alignment with our values, right? With our values, and that we feel that we are making progress toward our goal. So first of all, in order to be explore our best potential or be the best version of ourselves, we need to take care of our values, whatever core values we believe in, right? We need to work on that. We need to keep those values intact. So we should be in alignment of those values, and then we should make step by step progress towards our goal. तो धीरे धीरे हम अपने जो वैल्यूज को इंटैक्ट रखते हुए अगर हम अपने गोल्स की तरफ बढ़ते हैं, सो दैट विल टेक यू टू बेस्ट ऑफ योर पोटेंशियल. दैट इज द बेस्ट थिंग टू डू. सो यहाँ पे एक कंसेप्ट और निकल के आ रहा है वैल्यूज का. सो वैल्यूज जो है, वैल्यूज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आज के व्हाट यू कॉल पर्सपेक्टिव में. जब हम ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल की बात कर रहे हैं, एक्सप्लोरिंग ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल की अगर हम बात करते हैं, सो your core values are very, very important and needs to be taken care of, that your values remain intact. Okay, so that is how human potential movement started. Now, is there a limit to human potential? What do you feel? What do you feel? Is there a limit to human potential? Anything anybody wants to share or wants to interact?
Hello.
Yeah.
Human potential is vast. It's unlimited, and it's we are able to achieve it if only we can believe in ourselves. If
Yes.
we are unconditionally wired towards potential which is existing in the universe, quantum physics, which transpires in our evolvement, in our growth.
Right. So precisely you mean to say that there is no limit to human potential, right?
Yes, there's no limit to our potential.
Okay, great. All right. Okay. So it's human nature to put acha. So to begin with, to get to that theory which now just been shared by Samina ji, it is human nature. It is human nature to put things and ideas into boxes. ये होता है ना, हमारे पास ideas तो है, but हम उस पे काम नहीं करते हैं. We just have ideas, but we don't work on it, right? So it's a human nature. So I will tell you that how it is limitless. Your potential is limitless, right? It is a human nature to put things and ideas into boxes. And when we use words like limit and potential, अभी जो हम बात कर रहे हैं आम भाषा में, एक लेमैन की भाषा में अगर हम जब बात करते हैं, when we use words like limit and potential, we reinforce that the idea that certain ways, there are certain ways to live and that ways are better than others, right? Better than others. But the truth is, we have no limit to our potential, as rightly said in the group. The truth is, we have no limit to our potential. In a practical sense, the brain can continue to grow. The brain will not stop growing. It will simply keep on growing. The brain can continue to grow and change for our entire lives. जब तक हम इस दुनिया से चले नहीं जाते, हमारा brain जो है, that will continue to grow, right? Towards the old age, people say that इतना काम नहीं करता है or whatever, but it still continues to grow. It still continues to grow in a certain way. So the truth is, we don't have any limit to our potential. We are this limitless, no limit to our potential, right? We can achieve anything if we have proper step of having intact, getting our values intact and work on it, and then we'll achieve it. Human potential is about seeing an ideal self. Ideal self. We are talking about alignment. So आपका जो ideal self है, आपके alignment में है क्या? We talked about core values. Yes, again it is coming back to the same theories of values. So यहाँ पे बहुत important है values का role. Human potential is all about seeing an ideal self in alignment with your core values and then working every day to be just that, right? So जैसे मैंने अपना अभी पहले भी कहा और अभी भी मैं इसको दोहरा रहा हूँ. So it is very, very important to keep your core values intact and work every day on those values, and then you will be able to achieve your potential and be the best version of yourself. So no, there is no limit to potential. That is the conclusion. There is no limit to human potential. It is just getting a little bit closer every day, right? As I just said. So just work on yourself, identify what are your core values, identify what you want to achieve, and do your outer work, inner work. अपने बाहर पे, अपने outer shelf पे काम करो, अपने inner shelf पे काम करो. It is just getting a little everyday work you do. It's a be in that process, right? And there would not be any limit to the human potential. It is just how you work on yourself, align yourself every day कि आपको काम करना है अपने ऊपर, right? It is just getting a little bit closer every day if you work, and just you will realize, you will see yourself that you are achieving your best version, or you are achieving the your own potential. Okay, so there is no limit to human potential. Now, how do you unlock human potential? How do you unlock human potential? Any questions, any clarification at this point of time? Any questions?
Sandeep ji, I think how do you unlock human potential? Because everyone has the capability to do according to their body, according to their mind, so how do you unlock human potential? Is that through gratitude, through willpower? Because if you don't do it from within, nothing's gonna happen. So right. I think, yeah, right. I think that's my point.
Good point. Anybody else? Anybody would like to share anything further? Till now, whatever we have gone through till now. Okay, all right. So we'll talk about unlocking human potential here. How do you unlock human potential? Now, developing your human potential requires a whole person approach. जैसे मैंने कहा, you need to work on inner self and outer self. मैंने यहीं पे भी बात खत्म की थी. Now, getting it further, developing your human potential requires a whole person approach. So you have to work on your physical well-being as well as your inner self. दोनों पे काम simultaneously करना पड़ेगा, right? That is number one. Now, taking care of your physical self might mean, yeah, of course, your physical exercise, eating right foods that will boost your concentration and energy, right? And better sleep patterns, or drinking enough water. These are the physical things which you can do, we can work on. And these are the small steps. There are small steps. If you change yourself, if you adopt these kind of habits, I'm talking about the physical self right now, right? So taking care of your physical self means physical exercise, right? समय पे खाना खाओ, समय पे सो, right? It will boost your energy, it will boost your focus and concentration. Prioritize your sleep. Enough water has to go in the body, right? Now, inner work helps you to become more focused and productive also. So, आप बाहर से भी काम कर रहे हो, आप अंदर से भी काम कर रहे हो. So, inner work helps you to more focused and more productive. And when you are more focused and more productive, what will happen? You will give your best, isn't it? You will give your best, and the results will be phenomenal. So when you develop self-awareness, empathy, or psychological flexibility, you are free to bring your best self to work. As I just said, you will find yourself more creative, you will find yourself more engaged, and you will not burn out also, right? And when you will experience these things, of course, what you are going to do, you are taking yourself to exploring your best potential. you are utilizing, you are coming to that particular point of using your best potential in a particular task, or maybe a particular activity, or maybe in your work, in your professional or personal capacity, in your family, in your work environment, anywhere, right? And you are operating at your best level, right? So that's a physical point, or a physical aspect out of it. So that is one way you unlock your human potential. Now, above all, developing your human potential is a proactive process. So you need to go through that process. हाथ पे हाथ रख के बैठेंगे तो नहीं हो पाएगा. So you are not fixing, you are growing every day. You have to work every day. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप आज काम करोगे, कल काम नहीं करोगे, फिर एक हफ्ते बाद काम करोगे अपने ऊपर, तो नहीं हो पाएगा. You will not achieve your potential, what you are capable of, right? So be in that process. That's what I want to say. Be in that process, adopt that process, take help for being in that process, right? If you want to achieve your best self, or your best potential, or unlock your potential, so be in that process. Be proactive. Be proactive. Give a message in your mind that I need to be best version of myself every day. Get up in the morning, be motivated कि आज मैंने ये काम करना है और इस तरह से करना है, इस प्रोसेस में मुझे रहना है. Be in that awareness. Do you agree with me? So above all, for developing human potential, process is more important. So if you don't follow that process, you will not grow. So next thing is, how do you identify your potential? That is the main मुद्दा. यही है ना, मुद्दा तो यही है कि आप अपना potential कैसे identify करोगे, right? Unless and until you identify your potential, how you are going to work on it? So process में भी रहना है, उस process में रह के अपने को identify कैसे करना है अपने potential को. So let us work step by step here, and let us understand one by one. And this is a very, very important things in the life. अगर हम इसको follow करते हैं, you see the result. You see the result yourself, right? And I'm very particular about these steps, these things, and let us see what how does it sound. Start with Maslow pyramid. मैंने अभी आपको Maslow theory बताई. I just mentioned you the Maslow theory. Hierarchy of needs की मैंने बात करी उसमें. So just take care of that first. Number one, अगर वो आपका clear है, अगर वो आपकी basic hierarchy of needs are met, then what you are left with? You are left with, मैंने एक चीज और बात करी थी besides that. Do you remember anybody? Besides Maslow hierarchy of needs, I just mentioned 2-3 times. एक और बात करी थी मैंने. Anybody remembers that?
After all this, it's self-actualization. That's what I remember.
Yeah, self-actualization. And then I spoke about core values, right? Core values. I talk about core values, right? So Maslow का pyramid जो है, उस पे काम करना है. उस पे तो अगर आपने, let's say, imagine for a second that all your needs are met. I was just saying, all your needs are met. Basic needs आपने meet कर लिए हैं. You had food, water, beautiful home, a happy network of loved people, अच्छी networking है, and you have money to last for a lifetime, right? Now you have these needs are taken care of. Now what is left over is your values, is core values. What is left over are your values. What work would you still care about doing? तो आप अब क्या करोगे? What work you will do now? What would you give your time to money to, right? आप अब किसको टाइम दोगे? आप पे पोटेंशियल निकल के आएगा ना, पोटेंशियल निकल के आएगा इसके बाद. So what work would you still care about doing? What would you give your time and money to? And what does that show about yourself? अब इस पे काम करोगे, आप कोर वैल्यूज पे काम करोगे, तो आपने बेसिक नीड्स जो है वो मीट कर लिए हैं, तो रह क्या गया, कोर वैल्यूज रह गए। कोर वैल्यूज पे आप जब आगे उस पे काम करते हो, आप और क्या कर सकते हो, कहाँ अपना टाइम लगा सकते हो, कहाँ अपने मनी को कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हो, राइट? So that is how then you are increasing your capacity also, na? It's you're increasing your potential, and you are becoming best version of yourself. You are going into your higher self also. Your potential is there. You are meeting that, and in order to meet the potential, your potential, you are contributing towards the society also. You are contributing to yourself also. You are growing also. Okay. So first is start with your Maslow pyramid. Maslow pyramid बेसिक नीड्स जो है अगर आपकी मीट हो गई हैं, तो आपके वैल्यूज पे आप काम करो, और क्या क्या आप कर सकते हो, go to those aspects, right? Now after doing that, define your goals. Goal setting मैंने बात करी थी अपने सेशंस में, right? Define your goals. अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं किए हैं अपने goals define, now is the time. Now is the time to define your goals. It's very, very important for all of us to define your goals, right? Whether individual, professional, whatever way, right? Define your goals कि मैंने करना क्या है, कैसे करना है, right? Make those strategies, make those systems, make those goals. Goals बनाओ, goals की strategy बनाओ achieve करने की, क्या system डालोगे उसमें, वो बनाओ. So define your goals. Once you understand your values, now number one, understand कर लिया आपने values, you can determine your goals. Many of us think that now what we want cannot or won't happen. ये होगा ही नहीं, right? जो हम चाहते हैं हो सकता है वो हो ही नहीं, right? We live in sense of doubt until we meet some other criteria. So ask yourself, अपने आप से पूछो आप, what are the steps to getting to that peak experience? राइट वो कौन से स्टेप्स है, आप खुद अपने स्टेप्स डिफाइन कर लो, राइट? टू गेट टू दैट पीक एक्सपीरियंस, आर देयर वेज दैट आई कैन बिगिन एम्बॉडिंग इन द फ्यूचर? बेस्ट मी करने के लिए मैं क्या कर सकता हूं, कौन से स्टेप्स मैं लेके आ सकता हूं? आइडेंटिफाई योर ओन स्टेप्स, राइट? आपको क्या करना है लाइफ में, राइट? डिफाइन दैट, अपने आप से पूछो, कीप आस्किंग, गो इनसाइड कि मैं पीक परफॉर्मेंस के लिए या पीक एक्सपीरियंस पे पहुंचने के लिए मैं क्या कर सकता हूं, क्या स्टेप्स डिफाइन कर सकता हूं, क्या गोल ले सकता हूं. तो डिफाइन योर गोल्स. नाउ मेक टाइम फॉर इनर वर्क. आई टॉक्ड अबाउट इनर वर्क, आउटर वर्क. तो आपको टाइम निकालना है अपने इनर सेल्फ पे काम करने के लिए. अनलेस एंड अनटिल यू डू दैट, यो एक स्टेप होगा, एक स्टेप नहीं होगा. एक आउटर सेल्फ पे सिर्फ काम करने से बात नहीं बनेगी, इनर सेल्फ पे भी काम करना है. तो उसके लिए आपको टाइम निकालना पड़ेगा. टाइम निकालना है कैसे? नाउ मोस्ट पीपल टर्न सेल्फ इंप्रूवमेंट इनटू अ टू डू लिस्ट. व्हाइल गोल्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट, पहले कोर वैल्यूज की बात की, फिर मैंने डिफाइनिंग द गोल्स की बात की. नाउ अभी मैं कह रहा हूं कि आप इनर वर्क पे काम करो, उसके लिए टाइम निकालो. तो गोल बना लिया. इनर वर्क इज व्हाट मेक्स एवरीथिंग एल्स यू डू मोर सक्सेसफुल एंड सस्टेनेबल. इनर वर्क करने से ही you will be more successful and sustainable also, right? So whatever you do, read or listen to books, meditate, pay attention कि क्या निकल के आता है. Pay attention to those कि किससे आपको अच्छा लगता है, right? So do these things. Be kind to yourself. Yes. No. Kind to yourself. Human potential is not a pass or fail course. ये आपका पास और फेल का कोर्स नहीं है, मैं इंक्लूडिंग माई सेल्फ, राइट? सो हमने ये पोटेंशियल की बात करके जो है कि डेफिनेशन को हमने सिर्फ देखा है, लेकिन हम उसके आसपास भी अभी नहीं है. सो वी नीड टू वर्क ऑन आवरसेल्फ. Keep on working on ourselves. We need to develop self-compassion and pride in the work, whatever we are doing, right? Once you get into that mode, self-compassion mode, it will take you to the higher level, right? Step by step. And there is a journey for you. ये आपकी जर्नी है, मेरी जर्नी अलग हो सकती है, आपकी जर्नी अलग हो सकती है. Everybody's journey is different, right? So this is your journey. Be kind to yourself, be in that process, do work on yourself, and that is how slowly, step by step, you will achieve your potential, best potential. Yeah, right. Now, work with a coach. This is also very important. If somebody is hand holding you, somebody is guiding you, it is very important for you to work accordingly, right? कई बारी अपने चीजें हमें करनी होती हैं, हमको खुद समझ में नहीं आता है. We need some kind of a support. We get demotivated very fast, right? So some kind of a support we require in our lifetime. कभी ना कभी हमें अपनी जिंदगी में एक मेंटर, एक कोच की जरूरत पड़ती है. So don't hesitate to reach out to them, right? If you want to explore your best self, explore your potential, identify your potential, work with the coach, right? Now it is much easier and more likely that you will achieve your goals with some support. आप अभी जो डिफिकल्टी फील कर रहे होंगे कि मैं नहीं अचीव कर पा रहा हूं या नहीं अचीव कर पा रही हूं, right? You can take that support because self actualization is intensely personal, right? जैसे मैंने अभी बताया कि डिफरेंट लोगों की डिफरेंट जर्नी है. मेरी जर्नी अलग है, आपकी जर्नी अलग है. So you may not want to talk to friends or family about your journey. Yes, a coach, but if you get support from a coach, he or she can provide the right blend of feedback, accountability, and guidance to keep you motivated and empowered, right? That is the role of the coach. And mind you, this will give you awesome results because you are best. You think कि आप में पोटेंशियल है, उस पोटेंशियल को अचीव नहीं कर पा रहे, तो वो आपको गाइड करेगा और there is no harm in taking that help. There are helps required or available है. So coaching is also powerful way to develop your self-awareness. So these are the steps. If you follow these steps, you will be able to identify your potential, your best of your potential. You can explore your potential at the best level. Now, bottom line क्या है यहाँ पे? Bottom line क्या है? अभी जो मैंने पूरी अभी बात की exploring human potential की, उसका crux क्या निकल के आता है? The crux is, it is easy to get caught up in thinking that human potential is a linear process. This is especially true when we are not satisfied with our life, right? We might think that we were better, did more, or just read the right book, life would be different, right? But that is not the human potential is all about. Human potential is about finding what is important to you. Listen to it carefully. Human potential is about finding what is important to you and becoming the best you can be at it. So giving a best shot at that particular thing, it's a journey, it's a lifelong journey. But yes, it is a lifelong journey and it's a worthwhile one also, right? So this is what I will say as far as exploring human potential is concerned, right? Anybody else has any point, anything? We will go through a simple meditation process also before going that, let us interact a bit if somebody wants to have some kind of a point of view. Anyone?
Sir,
yes.
आपने कोच का यहाँ मेंशन किया, वेरी गुड पॉइंट. पर घर में भी जो फैमिली के सीनियर्स हैं, पेरेंट्स, अगर वो विजडम एंड नॉलेज वाले हैं, वो भी कोच बन जाते हैं ना. डजंट हैव टू बी एनी डिग्री होल्डर कोच. और कई बार पेरेंट्स ही होते हैं कि ये तुम नहीं कर सकते, तुम टाटा बिरला नहीं बन सकते, तुम ये नहीं बन सकते, डॉक्टर नहीं बन सकते. वो नेगेटिव वे में भी इन्फ्लुएंस कर जाते हैं. चिल्ड्रन बिलीव देयर पेरेंट्स अ लॉट.
right.
Either way you can hit or miss. अगर विजडम वाले पेरेंट्स हैं, नॉलेज एंड विजडम वाले, so they can be coached and children can reach the limit of the sky, you know.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, that depends. वो क्योंकि वो आपको वो ऐसा बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि हो सकता है कि उनकी लाइफ में ऐसा हुआ होगा, तो उनके बिलीफ सिस्टम, वो अपने बिलीफ सिस्टम आपको पास ऑन कर देते हैं बच्चों को. तो पेरेंट्स अपने बिलीफ सिस्टम बच्चों को पास ऑन कर रहे हैं, right? But not necessarily be true. After a certain age, children have to take their own decisions at a certain point of time, and that is why it is very important because जो मैंने कोच की बात करी, इसी बात को ध्यान में रख के करी थी कि coach is very very important for anybody, right? Maybe parents also need some kind of a coaching, right? Because parenting is also kind of an art, right? So आप अपने बच्चों को क्या पास ऑन कर रहे हो, that also because उनका बिलीफ सिस्टम स्ट्रांग होता जा रहा है जो आप पास आउट कर रहे हो, क्योंकि उनसे शुरू से आप ये नहीं बन सकते, आपको ये बोला जा रहा है कि आप ये नहीं बन सकते, तो दे आर लिमिटिंग यू, राइट? आप उसके बाद अगर वो लिमिट कर रहे हैं तो आप अपना बेस्ट सेल्फ एक्सप्लोर ही नहीं कर पा रहे, राइट? बिकॉज समवेयर और द अदर आपके स्टेटमेंट वो माइंड में घुसी हुई है, राइट? So thanks for sharing that. And now let us do a simple meditation process. This is called shunya meditation, right? Shunya meditation में हमको करना कुछ नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं करना है, और just follow my instructions. I'll also try to do with you, right? And let us do that all together before we end this session. All right. So be comfortable, be relaxed, as relaxed as possible wherever you are sitting. But I only say that don't lie down, otherwise you will sleep. All right. So let's figure it out. All right. So be as relaxed as possible. Wherever you are sitting, either on a chair or bed. And as soon as you get relaxed, close your eyes. Shunya meditation means you have to do nothing. Shunya, you have to be zero. So कैसे उसको करना है मैं धीरे धीरे आपसे बताऊंगा, and be in that mode, right? Now, step one is start with a simple breathing. Inhale and exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And focus on your breath as you do it. Keep doing exhaling and inhaling. As you closed your eyes, you must be seeing, or must be a lot of thoughts coming here from here and there. Observe those thoughts. Do not judge. Keep observing those thoughts, and there'll be a time where those thoughts will either reduce coming in front of you, or it will go away. Observer बनना है. Try and focus on the third eye. But don't force yourself. Observe the breath जो आपकी सांस चल रही है while you are inhaling and exhaling. Focus on that. Observe your breath as it moves in and out of your body. let go of any judgment. कोई भी जजमेंट आपके, कोई भी थॉट, जजमेंट वाला थॉट आ रहा है तो उसको आप पास कर दीजिए. More focus on your breath going in and out. Be in that mode. Simple, nothing else. Shunya is a basic meditation practice. It will increase your focus and concentration. Focus on your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Be in that mode for a while. Now, slowly, as you're breathing in and out, slowly come back to yourself. Wherever you are. And rub your palms. And as and when you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes. Now, this Shunya meditation, I would recommend you to do on daily basis. Shunya is nothing but be in that state of Shunya, right? And in this simple exercise, you will be able to achieve, if you do it a daily practice, if you make it, right? You will just have to do nothing. You just have to close your eyes and sit and observe your thought and focus on your breath. That's all. You can do in the morning, you can do in the evening also. And I would recommend for everybody, people who are working also professionally, very engaged every day, whole day. So wo subah ye kare. Even people who are in high corporate jobs, I would recommend that lunch se pehle wo apna time nikaleं, ऑफिस में करें, ऑफिस में करें. ऑफिस में कोई जगह नहीं मिल रही है तो अपनी गाड़ी में जाके बैठ जाएं और गाड़ी में जाके ये करें. It's a simple 2-3 minutes initially करें, that increase your frequency 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. And once you start getting into it, you will love it. This is absolutely magic, I'll tell you. It will give you so much of strength, inner strength. आपका, and by the end of the day, आपका जो result होगा, आपका जो work का result होगा, जो आप उस day में achieve करना चाहते थे, you must be seeing that by end of the day, you must have आपने जो target किया था उससे ज़्यादा achieve किया है. So that's all I wanted to say. Recommended meditation is Shunya meditation. I'll try and bring this meditation more often in my sessions, right? Okay. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Anybody wants to share anything? They're open. The platform is open. The stage is open. All right. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Sandeep ji.